Hi y'all, I'm Allison. We just had our first start and stop buddy read, and I had so much fun that I didn't want to wait setting up the next one. So I'm hoping y'all will be just as hyped for it this time as you were last time, because we need to set up a new spinner wheel. Now, if you're not familiar with the start and stop buddy read, this is obviously a book that we are all going to read together, but it's not going to be chosen by me. It will be chosen by y'all. So I'm going to ask everybody to submit one book that you have really been curious about and wanting to read or excited for it, and you think it would be fun to read together as a group, or one that, you've heard a lot of buzz about, and again, are ready to pick it up, or even one that, maybe is a little polarizing. Some people love it and some people don't. We can see where we all stand on it together. And you can also pick a reread, one of your absolute favorite books that you just want to share, a book that you think needs to get more love out in the world. Now, if you did this with us during October, you may be wondering why I need a new wheel. And that's because I think it's best to reset it every month, every time we do this. That way we won't have any books that are no longer appealing to the person who suggested it. And also it'll ensure that everybody who's submitting a book has the expectation to join the buddy read for that set month, because people's lives, schedules, they change. So just because you were available last month doesn't mean you'd be available this month. Anyway, I want to keep it as current as we possibly can. So that being said, list below a book that you would like to get on the wheel, because what I will do is I will come back and we will spin that wheel, and whatever it lands on, that will be the book that we will all read together. Now, you're also going to have to pick 4 page numbers, because this is a buddy read with a twist. We are going to read up into your page number, and then we're going to put down our book for at least a 24-hour period. And I will post a video showing me reading the book and commenting and speculating as I go through. After the video comes up, then everybody will move on to our next stopping point, and we'll turn this into a series. We had so much fun with The Devil in the Dark Water that I can't wait to see what's going to happen in November. The way I'm seeing it at this point is we will probably do this buddy read towards the middle part to a little bit later in November. I don't want to get close into Thanksgiving, and the beginning of the month's a little busy too. But when I spin the wheel, this time I will have definite dates for y'all on when will we be reading the book, and I'll have my video schedule that will all be laid out, so you will know ahead of time if you'll be able to read exactly with this as we go along, or if you're going to come a little bit behind and read at your own pace. And that is the beauty of this. I'm hoping the way it's set up, whether you can join us on the very first day that the video goes up, or whether you have to come in a week, even months down the road, you should still feel like you are right there from the get-go. So what you're going to want to do is pick one book that you think would be fun to put on the wheel. This could be a favorite of yours. It could be a reread, something that you've been eyeing and you really want to get your hands on. So once you have your book title, you want to list it down in the comments along with the author's name. And I'm going to ask you to pick 4 stopping points. Keep in mind that you'll want your first number to be far enough in the book to give us something to talk about. Because if it, we're sitting down the book at page 3, there's not going to be much to discuss. And you're also going to want to keep a gap in between your numbers, again, to allow us page material to work with for our discussions that will come later. And I want you to pick them randomly. Don't open the book and look for chapter breaks or anything like that. Just pick 4 random numbers. Now, whether you use a randomizer or if you want to just flip to a page in a book and just go with that one. And then do it, for a total of 4 times, go for it. Just don't look for logical stopping points, because the point of this is it's going to create some unintended cliffhangers, and that is half of the fun of it. So once you got your page numbers jotted down, put your book title with the author and your stopping points all down in the comments. And if you could also please check and see how many pages your book has total. excluding any author's notes, reader's guide, any of the stuff in the back. So we want the page number from the last page of the actual story, because that's where I will be calculating everything, because I will be giving you magical paragraphs that will keep us all synced up and on the exact same spot of the book for the videos. Now, if you submitted a book in October, feel free to resubmit that book. Go right ahead. You can just keep letting that ride if you want, or you can switch to something new. And you can keep the original page numbers that you picked, or you can grab all new numbers. Completely up to you. Just remember, I need the book title, the author's name, the last page number that the story ends on, so don't count author's note and all of that, and then your 4 stopping points. If your book is more than 500 pages, you might want to add a 5th or even a 6th stop. If it's shorter, 300 or something like that, then maybe 3 stops is enough. That's up to you. So now you'll have until Thursday, November the 2nd, so that's going to be 1 week, until 6 p.m. Central. I'm in Texas. I don't know if it's savings daylight. I don't know. Time changes in there somewhere too. But 6 p.m., November 2nd on Thursday. As long as your title of your book, with the author please, is submitted by that point, your book will make it onto the wheel. And I will be back, if all goes well, on Saturday the 4th with the video. We'll spin the wheel and I will give you the dates on when everything will happen. That way you'll have plenty of time to get your copy of the book. I hope. All right, I'm excited to see what books y'all are going to submit, because we had a really great list in October. And as far as those books that were on last month's wheel, I am keeping that list and I'm already pulling from it. So I will be reading some of these books during my normal TBRs. And that's something I've been wanting to ask y'all, if I should do a little reading vlog, just one video to where I kind of stop at the page point and talk about the book at that point and then move on. All right, I'm excited to see what y'all come up with. If you have any questions, please ask them down below and I will be more than happy to answer them. Okay, I will see y'all hopefully in just a couple of days with my next round of Bingo Maze, if all goes well. Have a great one until then. Bye.